Hey y'all, I'm gonna wait for some people to pop on here. I appreciate you guys popping on anyway, but I am just gonna be tagging some people that pop up just because I know that will get some people seeing this. And that's what I need so that you guys can help me out. So tag any team members that you have. I just wanted, I didn't mean to tag Rob, but oh well, Rob, there you go, you get tagged. Anyway, so I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about how I'm working my business while I'm teaching from home. And so that's kind of why I did that post a little bit ago about subscribing to my YouTube channel, because I wanted to just go live on my phone on YouTube. So then like all of our teams could watch it at the same time, but I didn't have enough subscribers. So you have to get to 1,000 and I'm at like 840. So once that happens, that will be a lot easier, because if you do it on the computer, you've got to have like some crazy stuff going on. So anyway, rate or talk to me if you have had a hard time working at home since all this stuff happened. Some of you may already have been somebody that was working at home. Some of you guys may be like me and now you're at home working, or if you were at home already, maybe now your husband or your significant other or your kids or whatever. I just want you to tell me if your situation has changed at all since all of this craziness has started. Just tell me about that first, because I think it's really important to talk about that so that you guys know that, number one, you are not alone, because it has definitely changed. That was odd. That definitely changed things for me as well. So, and I'll be honest, guys, if you follow me on social media, you've seen that I was really kind of struggling with what I had going on and just being back at home and having to teach and doing all the things. And guys, I'm going to be really honest with you. Working from home is harder. And I'm going to be real. Like, I do want to work at home. And I think this has been like a really big eye-opener for me, because I do want to eventually be able to walk away from teaching and do Cincy full-time. And this has been a really big eye-opener for me about how much time I waste on social, how much time I just piddle-paddle away, when I've really got to be intentional now. And I'm very much a structured person. I'm type A. I need a schedule. I think you guys know that from all the different things that I've created. So I'm going to post on here after I get off what my tips are for homeschooling your children, if you have that going on, and then you're going to be able to see kind of what I'm doing. So you guys know I'm a planner person. I already have my planner here where my things are scheduled out for the month, right? I have my coaching call scheduled. I have virtual meetings that I have to be in that I have scheduled. But just having it on that planner wasn't enough for me, because typically I know, like, okay, well, during the day, I can't schedule a coaching call. I can't schedule a training. I can't do any of those things because I'm at school with my kids. Well, now that's changed. I'm at home with my child and I'm virtually teaching, and I have to be on the computer at a certain time for these virtual meetings. And I was just feeling so frazzled, and I would get nothing done, and my phone was blowing up. And so I had a long talk with my husband this weekend, and I was like, okay, no more. So I have scheduled all of my social media posts yesterday, and from now on, while this situation is going on, I'm not allowing myself to check email, to check social media, to check anything until after 10:30 in the morning. Because what I realized was that was how I was starting my day every day. I was helping myself wake up by scrolling social media, by checking emails, and waking up already overwhelmed, because, I mean, I wake up and have 65 notifications or whatever, and it just wasn't doing me any good. So I decided no more. I'm going to make myself a schedule on Sunday, and I'm going to stick to it, because I don't know about you guys, but number one, I've been eating a whole lot more because I'm stuck at home, or I'm safe at home. I want to rephrase that. But number two, I'll also find myself making more excuses to not work out because I need to do some of the other things that I didn't do while I had all day to do them, but I didn't do it, right? So I decided no more social media until after 10:30 in the morning. And so from the time I wake up at 7, I'm going to wake up at 7, probably earlier, but I'm going to wake up at 7, I'm going to have my coffee, and I'm going to get ready before I do anything else. And I used to do the same thing, Jennifer, and I'm not allowing myself to do it anymore. I got straight up, I got my coffee, I came to my little vanity over here, and I'm not saying that you got to get ready every day, but I know if I just lay around in my PJs, I'm not feeling productive. So I decided I'm just going to put some powder on, some mascara, and I'm going to get myself moving, okay? And so then I decided, I had bought this gratitude journal forever ago, and it sat here unused. And I always say I was going to do it before work, but your girl was scrolling social and checking emails. So this morning I was like, okay, no more. I'm doing my gratitude journal. It took me 30 seconds to write 3 things down that I was thankful for. And I'm going to make a point to do it, and I'm going to leave it out right here by my desk. So the second I sit down in the morning, that's the first thing I do. I'm going to do my gratitude. And it was hard, guys. And I want you guys to, if you decide to do something like this, I want you guys to tell me if it's hard for you not to scroll social media. It was such a habit. I literally took my phone and put it out of my office. And I have to be available to my parents on Class Dojo and email. I deleted the apps off my phone and was like, no more. I'm just going to leave it up on my computer. I'm not going to touch my phone. I'm not doing it. So what I've decided is from 8 or whenever I get ready till about 10:30 in the morning, that's when I'm going to use my time to homeschool my baby and to really be intentional about what I need to do for my class from 8 to 10:30. Because guys, if you're homeschooling, it shouldn't take all day. That's number one. Number two, yes, I have specific times that I have to be on, but a lot of times the stuff that I'm having to do, I can't require my kids to be on at a specific time, so I can schedule around that. So what I did last night is I have this little like rip off sheet, and it says get shit done, right? And so what I've done is I would get really overwhelmed here in my office with a bunch of little things that I wanted to do that didn't matter. They weren't my income producing things, but they were things that I needed to do. So what I did last night was I took all of those things that I need to do that are not income producing, not the things that I'm going to do my top 3 every day, because we're going to talk about the top 3 here in a second. But I took down all of the different things that I wanted to do, and I planned them for the week. Because I don't know about you guys, but every single day after the kids go to bed, I was feeling defeated and overwhelmed because I didn't get the things done that I wanted to get done. And in my head, I had so much time because I'm at home, right? So I scheduled my week out. I also scheduled my workouts because I will make an excuse. So down here at the bottom, I have already scheduled my workouts. I'm giving myself the flexibility if I just want to go run a 5K instead of work out, I'm going to let myself do that. But I've scheduled them out, so there's no excuses. Down here, I wrote gratitude, workout, and then something that's really big for me, especially when you're working at home, is stopping work at 4 o'clock. Because I am a workaholic and I'll work until midnight. So I'm going to stop work at 4 o'clock. I'm going to spend the rest of the night with my family. And then after the kids go to bed, depending on what me and my husband have going on, we'll either spend time together or I'll come and work in my office. Like tonight, we have our call at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to come and do that. But I'm stopping work at 4. And so things that went on this list were things like make notes for my team meeting that I have, or make notes for Guide to Growth that we have coming up. I have my coaching calls on here written down, scheduled. I have the Google Meet times that I have to meet with my class and for my virtual staff meetings. And so now, today, some things that I needed to do that weren't necessarily income producing were schedule my business page posts, were finish my team mail outs and my frontline email, and then help out with some guide to growth stuff. Those were my non-income producing things that I needed to do for my business. And now I have the director Zoom at 8, and I'm going to share my story on Instagram at some point today. So I was able to write these things down. I'm feeling way more accomplished. I've planned all this out, and I'm not feeling as overwhelmed because I've planned those things throughout the week. But that isn't taking the place of my income producing activities. Okay, this is where I feel like people get so caught up. And guys, it is me too. Last week, I did not do all the income producing activities that I needed to do because I was stuck in my office doing busy work instead of doing the things that mattered. Okay, so I have these top 3 Post-its. So every night before I go to bed, I write down the top 3 income producing things I'm going to do. Okay? Because guys, we all know that there's things that you have to do in your business that aren't necessarily income producing. But you've got to do those things first, or you're going to find every excuse in the book to go and organize your office instead of having 10 sponsoring conversations. Because I've been there, done that. So I write down my income producing things today. So my things that were income producing was I was closing a party that I already had orders for the Mother's Day bundles. I have 2 Earn-A-Kits out. So I text them some scripts with pictures of the Mother's Day bundles so that they can send those to their people. And I have another person who is thinking about joining, and I have her joint info packet ready to go. All I'm doing is writing in her little note. And I updated my list of 100. I went back through my social and I added some people that I've been trying to build relationships with. Okay, so I'm using this and I'm using my planner, but I don't know about y'all. I would have 8,000 Post-it notes everywhere of things I need to get done. And just be real with yourself. You're going to try and do the easiest things first because you're going to feel more like gratified when you're able to like mark them off. But if you're not doing the things that are actually going to move the mark in your business, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if I get 25 things knocked off my list if none of them was moving my business forward. Everybody, we all have a million things that we've got to do. I've got to teach my class. I've got to homeschool my kid. But I also have this business. And if you are one of those that are sitting back and making excuses to not work your business during this time, you are going to regret it. Because God knows how long this is going to last. And you don't want to be the girl that tries to pick up her business 5 months from now because the coronavirus was going on. Because people are going to remember whether you stayed consistent or whether you shut down because this was going on. Because this can be the light in someone's life. This is the perfect opportunity for you to be that for somebody. To bring somebody happiness. Guys, people are looking for income right now. You don't have to be slimy. But you can offer that opportunity. One of the girls that's an Earn-A-Kit right now, she's a hairstylist. She can't work right now. This is the perfect opportunity for her. She's at home, bored, not being able to work, earning her kit for free because I'm working with her to do that. But if I'd been scared to not offer her that opportunity, she may have joined under somebody else, or I'm not blessing her with something that could potentially change her life, right? So don't use this as a time to sit back. Jennifer said, I'm a scheduled person. Yeah, so, and I'm totally like that. And so and that's what I text Katie, Ray, and Chloe this morning. Like last week was a really bad week for me mentally. And I text them exactly what I was doing. And it was hard for me to not do social media for that long. And even today, I've left it off of my computer. I've only opened it when I needed to go and do something because I was getting way too overwhelmed. Now, I still am using my checklist system, right? But I'm pulling from this checklist the things that I need to do. I'm pulling it and putting it on my day-to-day schedule. And way back when, I made those labels forever and ever ago that were daily based was because I was finding myself wasting my whole day. So if you need to organize your day to say Mondays for customers, Tuesdays for team, Wednesdays for party bookings, Fridays for follow-up, then do that. You cannot sit here and work your business the exact same way that you did when you were going to work. You can't work your business the exact same way, even with your customers, because who knows what situation that they're going through right now. And I was too far stuck in that, thinking I had all this time and the whole day would be gone and I would have nothing done. So I wanted to just come and share, pick 3 income producing things that you need to do. The rest of the things can get done when they get done. And I'm going to post my Instagram story on this page as well so that you can see what I did for my kid. And then there's also over here, this is something that is just like a to-do list. That's a running to-do list of things that I need to do, but it's all extra. Like, you got things that you have that you need to get done that don't need to get done right now, but you really want them done because you're being extra, like those kinds of things, like graphics for stuff or something else that just can get done when I have a minute. And those types of things are going over here and I can mark them off and then my brain's not going rampant. I felt so much better today because I'd actually organized my week and I know something that I'm actually working towards and I'm actually accomplishing things that matter. I feel better today than I have since we got out of school. And so I just want you guys to know that if you're struggling with those kinds of things, you're not alone, but you have to do something about it. And you have to change what you're doing and realize that this business is going to be here and it can be worked regardless of what's going on in the world, because there are always going to be circumstances that come up in your life that make you want to put this on the back burner. There's always going to be that situation. But you need to pick that kid up. Not put it down, because most of us, we're doing this for our family. So don't use your family as an excuse to not work your business. And I wasn't using my family as an excuse. I was just using myself as an excuse. I was just doing stupid shit and scrolling social media and just not even doing anything that mattered. And then by the end of the day, nothing had been done. So no more. So if this helped you, please let me know. I appreciate you. Top 3 income producing things. Plan your week. Don't let the day take you over. And that's exactly what would happen when I would sleep in on Sunday. I got to sleep in till 10:30 and I'm like, well, shit, my whole day's gone. And I didn't get much of anything done, but today's different. And every day you can make a new day and make a big difference. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I hope to see all of you guys on our call tonight. Bye.